Who is it? I'm sorry, but I don't know who that is. Oh, okay. Come in.
Welcome. Make sure to shut the door behind you. The sunlight isn't good for my skin. So you're the one from Red Envelope. Nifty little app, isn't it? When I first turned, I never would have imagined something like this could ever exist. My apologies. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Milton. Right, the app would have told you that. Never mind. It's still nice to meet you anyways. Surprised by my appearance, are you? Don't worry, I get that a lot. I was turned at a very young age, and your body stops physically aging once you become a vampire. So I'm pretty much stuck looking like a child. It gets really annoying when I try to go into an R-rated movie or something, and the staff has to spend 15 plus minutes looking at my ID. But I suppose there's nothing I can do about that. Anyways, how long have you been doing feedings for? Oh? You mean this is your first time on the app, or your first one ever? Have you even met a vampire before? Well, that explains why you look so nervous. Yeah, sorry. You're not great at hiding it. Why are you doing this if you're so scared? I know how that goes. Money is always tight around here. Being a vampire, the only jobs I have access to are night shifts or remote work. Neither of those typically pay well unless you're able to get some sort of degree, but that also requires a lot of online work at odd hours. Don't worry though, I promise this will all go smoothly. First, I can run you through how feedings work. For starters, I want you to be comfortable. Take a seat on the couch. It's soft, isn't it? That's an antique from my maker's manor. It was made quite a few centuries ago, but it's still in good shape. Do you have your first aid kit? Excellent. Let's take a peek to make sure you have all the essentials. Looks good. Now we just have to sign the digital consent form on the app. Let's see here. By signing this consent form, you agree to the blah blah blah. Let's mark down that we have the proper first aid materials. And done. Once the server confirms it, the money will be sent your way. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's get you some water and a snack for after the feeding. I know they don't list it as a requirement on the app, but they really should. Some humans get very droopy after blood is drawn. So what would you like? I've got pretzel sticks, granola bars, crackers. Any of that sound good? No, I don't eat them myself. However, these foods are slow to spoil, and it's not like I have a lack of cabinet space, so I see no issue with having them just in case a mortal visits. Now then, which would you like? Good choice. Now that we have everything we need, would you like me to talk you through the feeding? To start with, I'll just need to bite into a vein. It can be your arm, neck, it doesn't really matter. There will be a pinch at first, but vampire saliva has a natural numbing agent. The pain will dissipate quickly. From there, I'll just need a few moments to drink. Once that's over with, I'll tend to the wound. The only thing you'll really need after a feeding is a small piece of cotton and a bandage. The rest of this is just in case of emergencies. And lastly, you can have your water and snack before you go on your way. Does that all sound doable? Good. Do you have any questions? Don't worry, fledgling vampires quickly learn how much blood to drink. Long gone are the days of gorging ourselves on the same source until it's dry. We're civilized now. It's no different from you controlling your food portions. Hey, are you sure you're alright with this? It's just that you're shaking. You don't have to do this, you know? It's fine to back out if you're not comfortable. Heck, I'll even still pay you for the trouble of coming out here. Are you positive? Alright, if you're really sure. I know it may seem scary, what with the drawing blood and first aid kit and whatnot, but I promise I'll be gentle. Can I be honest with you about something? I was also afraid of needles when I was a human. I would even pass out from getting my blood drawn at the doctor's. Ironic, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not very old for a vampire. Only about 80 years. I was born in 1948 and I was turned in 1956. To make a long story short, I was playing in the woods far too late into the night and had gotten myself lost. After wandering around for a few days, I found myself hunted by a pack of wolves. Luckily, a mysterious vampire fought them off and tended to my injuries. But at that point, the only way to save my life was to turn me. Let me tell you, my parents were not happy to see their 8-year-old come back as an undead. Poor guy was chased off their property after returning me. No, don't feel sorry. Being undead isn't a bad thing. It was just a more frowned upon thing at the time, to put it lightly. But I'm still in touch with my maker. I ended up finding him after a lot of searching in my teenage years. He's a really nice guy. He keeps to himself, mostly just reading and making sculptures. But if you do come across him, you'll see he's a real sweetheart. Well, how about that? You're looking more relaxed already. My plan? I don't know what you're talking about. Now then, shall we get started? Would you rather have me bite into your neck or your arm? Alright, please excuse my hands. I'll need to touch you for a moment to find a vein. Sorry, I know I'm cold. I tried to warm myself up by maxing out the heater before you came, but that only helps so much. Found one. This'll be nice and easy. Are you ready for me to bite? Just take a deep breath. In 3, 2, 1. Refreshing. Now just let me put on your bandage. Perfect. You did fantastic. See? I told you it wouldn't be so bad. No, don't apologize. I wasn't offended by your nerves. The media your kind have created about us over the centuries certainly hasn't painted a pleasant image. What does blood taste like? You do know you can try it for yourself, right? No, I understand. I do suppose I grew more fond of the flavor after I turned. Yes, most vampires drink blood from bags nowadays. Drinking straight from the source is more of a special treat. Thank you for that. I suppose I'd describe blood bags like a TV dinner, and fresh blood is more like a home-cooked meal in comparison. At least from what I remember. It's been a very long time since I've eaten human food. Anyways, enough about me. Tell me about yourself. What do you like to do in your free time? Sounds fun. I do a little bit of that myself, actually. I know I don't seem like the type, but what can I say? I'm defying all sorts of expectations. All done with your snack? Please, allow me to take that trash for you. You are free to go now, mortal. Seriously though, I'd like to meet up again sometime. Another feeding would be nice, sure, but I meant more so in a less transactional sense. Yeah, I like you. You're curious, but not in a judgmental or demeaning way. Plus, you're very kind. I think we'd be good friends. Hand me your phone. I'll give you my number. Text me when you want to meet again, alright? Have a nice day. Thank you for the feeding. Bye!